杨贵妃, Yang Guifei. A woman kidnapped by the prosperous era and love under Nishang, 霓裳之下. Shu Moon, Luyang flowers. I was born in Shuzhou. The deepest childhood memories are not of mountains and rivers, but what a pity, 山水, but rather the drifting after the successive deaths of parents, 父母. At the age of 10, I was taken to Luoyang by my uncle Yang Xuanjiao to be raised. Luoyang was the eastern capital, flourishing and splendid. Uncle gave me a good education, 书父. Poetry, literature, music, song and dance, and all kinds of musical instruments. I have mastered them all. 厉害. The history books later said I was talented and beautiful, skilled in singing and dancing, and well-versed in music. 超级厉害. These skills of intelligent calculation are not necessarily innate abilities, 天赋. It's more like a lone girl trying to make her way in the world, 不容易. The basis for pleasing others. At the age of 17, fate first revealed its noble fangs, 命令. Prince Shu Li Mao selects his consort, 选妃. I came from the Han Yang family, and this pair of leather bags, 好看, selected as Princess Shou, 王妃. That was the first peaceful and orderly period in my life. 挺好的. Shou Wang Wenwen's mansion enjoys a comfortable life, 安逸. I thought life was pretty much like this. 人生. To manage household affairs and educate children, to follow rules and conventions, 规矩, until the end of one's life, 终老. However, how could a weak woman like me anticipate the storms of the heavenly family, 风雨? Wu Huifei, my powerful mother-in-law, 婆婆, in order to plot for Prince Shou to seize the position of crown prince, 夺嫡, sparked a palace massacre, 血案. 3 princes died as a result, 丧命. The final crown prince's position did not fall on the head of Prince Shu, 失败了. Empress Wu Huifei herself also passed away due to fear, 吓死了. The glory of the Shouwang mansion, 荣光, with the departure of this protector, it quickly dimmed, 没落. And I was thus drawn into the gaze of another pair of eyes, 寄予. 花青铺 and the rainbow skirt dance, 跳舞. That was the turning point of my fate. At Lishan Hot Spring Palace, Wenquan. I will always remember that day, when the hot spring mist swirled, and the water was as smooth as cream. 泡澡. When I looked back, I ran into the emperor of the Tang Dynasty, my father-in-law, Fa Sen. In the eyes of Li Longji, who was 56 years old at the time, 年龄大, that undisguised amazement and fervor, 不伦. The poems of Bai Jui vividly depict the scene. Bathing bestowed in the Hua King Pool during spring chill, 诗词. The hot spring water smoothes the creamy skin, 洗澡. When the servant lifts up the delicate and powerless, it is the beginning of a new era of gratitude, 承宠. From then on, Princess Xiaoyang Yuhuan passed away, 身份转变. I was forced to voluntarily become a female diost by a decree, 女 dost. The road number is too real, 导号. How ironic. A princess dressed in diost robes, yet not for spiritual cultivation, 修行, but for the sake of concealing one's identity and freely entering and leaving the palace to serve the emperor's father, Shifeng. These 5 years of diost career, 道观, it's the most humiliating thing in my life. 屈辱. The most ineffable moments, 时光. My identity is unclear, and my past has been deliberately erased. 过去, Anxiectic 教书. I even became the eldest daughter of my uncle Yang Shenjiao, who raised me, 身份, just to get the king to marry his wife, 时间. It doesn't seem so horrifying in terms of etiquette and law. 骇人听闻. 5 years later, I was officially conferred the title of Imperial Consort, 册封. All the concealment and the wretchedness, 过去. It seems that they are all covered by this most prestigious title, 尊贵. He gave me the ultimate pampering, 宠爱. 700 craftsmen from Gongzhong Weichenfield School wove and embroidered for me, 刺绣. Hundreds of craftsmen create jewelry and objects, 首饰. Since I was born in Sichuan, I love eating lychees, 荔枝. He then ordered a fast horse relay all the way from Lingnan. Deliver fresh lychees to Chang'an. A puff of dust from a horseman raises. The Imperial Concubine smiles, 妃子笑. No one knows its lychee is coming, 荔枝. This absurd romance is written to its fullest, 荒唐. But we all know, in our hearts, that this favor is not flawless. 宠爱. I was twice expelled from the palace due to jealousy, 妒忌. He eagerly picked it up twice again, 接回. This is not the usual marital quarrel. Every expulsion and recall, 吵闹. It's all a struggle between the majesty of the emperor and personal emotions, 天子. I gradually realized that he loved me, loved my appearance, and loved my singing and dancing. I love me more when we're together, 一起. That seems to bring back youth, 青春. You can temporarily forget about the troubles of court politics, 朝政. We composed together and rehearsed the rainbow and feather garment dance, 舞蹈. In the world of art, 艺术, he is no longer the king, and I am no longer the concubine, 贵妃. It's more like a pair of kindred spirits, 知音. On the night of Kixi Festival, we stood side by side in the hall of eternal life, gazing at the starry river, 长生殿. Thinking of the cowherd and the weaver girl, 牛郎织女, once vowed to be lovebirds in the sky, 誓言. May we be the shared branches of a tree on earth, 发愿. The tears and embrace at that moment, I believe they were real, 真的. The love of an emperor, can it truly be the same as that of common folk? 不同. It was built on power and plunder from the beginning, 强权. How can one expect it to bear pure and flawless fruit, 果实? Jew means stinky fishing young drum. One person achieves enlightenment, 挥霍. Fowls and dogs turn immortals. Relatives and followers of a high official got promotion after him, 代妃. This sentence is vividly reflected in my Yang family, Yang家. My 3 older sisters were conferred the title of Lady of the State of Go and the State of Qin in Korea, 姐姐. The ban on entering and leaving the palace is sweeping the world, 权势. My distant cousin, Yang Zhao, has achieved great success overnight, 起飞. Yang Guozhong, who was granted the name Guozhong by the emperor, rose to the position of chancellor, 杨国忠. Since the opening of the entire Yang family, nobility and grandeur are unparalleled compared to the Yang Dynasty, 富贵.